I am of the mind, and I know I'm completely wrong about this, so keep your damn science to yourself. But once I get in the shower and like anything starts getting wet, I'm clean.
Steve and Jason met while co-hosting one of the first podcasts ever, hundreds of miles away from each other, but bonded through the magic of the internet. Since the end of that podcast in 2023, the geeky guys decided to keep on hanging out and keep podcasting, because still after all these years, Steve and Jason are having a real fun time. So, if you just found us because of our amazing new rebrand, let me catch you up on a few important details that you need to understand about the lore of our podcasts. Jason used to never pee in the shower. Then I told him, hey, Jason, stop being a weirdo. Pee in the shower. Now Jason can't get enough peeing in the shower. So far, so good?
Further update, there's 3 of the 4 members of my family that pee in the shower. I am not happy about this, but it's a fact.
Who finally caught on? Son or daughter?
I'm not going to ask my daughter. That'd be weird. I didn't want to know it about my son, but he's definitely done it. Because he got in the shower too quickly one night because he really had to get it done before bedtime. And he got in and he's like, oh, Dad, I forgot to pee. And I was like, just do it. Just pee in the shower. He's like, it wasn't a, Dad, that's going to be weird. Or, Daddy, you said you didn't like doing that, blah, blah. I said, you're going to have to pee in the shower. And he just started going. I was like, oh, crap. Okay.
There wasn't a moment of, don't I need to be 37 to try this?
I mean, I didn't need to be, but I was. But I wasn't 37. I don't know when it was, but. Yes, that is very much a thing that has happened, and I do it more frequently now than I would like to admit, and still hearing my wife admit that she's done it and has no shame was probably the most eye-opening part of it. We've all moved past it. We can once again look each other in the eye. We all wear shower shoes, even though it's just our home, but it's just how it is.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I could bring the Siglers closer together. I think I have blessed your life in yet another way. Anyway, let's talk more about showers, because I have some shower questions. Just about general shower behavior.
Now, is this questions for me? I assume so. Or is it questions for the audience? Like this audience participation?
Well, I mean, audience, please let us know your answers to all these questions, because I value your feedback. I would love to know what everyone thinks. I'm still looking for more answers onto, is it better to crawl on your stomach or on your back if you have to go across the men's room floor to get into a stall that's locked?
I can tell you either one works.
Yeah, but only one is correct.
I mean, they both worked, and I'm not violently ill anymore, so.
Okay, so the other day, I had to take a shower, and I usually plan on peeing in the shower because, you know, it's the normal thing to do. But this particular day, I had to poop. So I pooped. Can't poop in the shower. More on that later.
No more on that later. Just don't poop in the shower. No more further update. No more description or explanation. Just don't poop in the shower.
Jason, I said more on that later.
Oh dear. I'm logging off. I'm gonna let him do the rest of this one himself.
No, because I need answers to your questions, or I need your answers to my questions. So, use the bathroom, normal thing. Flush the toilet. Started going to the shower, and I stopped for a second. I'm like, do I need to wash my hands? So I posited that question to you, Jason. Do you need to wash your hands?
So, I definitely have pooped and not washed my hands before I got in the shower. It's just me, so I don't worry about anybody else. So, you know, there's that aspect of it. There's also to consider though is what is the first thing you do when you get into a shower?
Pee.
My thing at nighttime, I'm a drooler. I tend to drool. It gets in my beard at some point, and it's just gross. I can feel the crustiness or even the wetness when I wake up. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's one of the reasons that I do not enjoy morning sex as much as I would like to. I just know that I'm disgusting, and no matter if I go brush my teeth, I still smell my face must smell like whatever I laid in all night. So yeah. So the first thing I do when I get into the shower, especially in the morning, is just kind of shake everything out of my beard and just scrub it with just water. So if I think about that and I've got poo hands, then maybe I would go ahead and consider just a brief wash up, or stick my hands in the shower first and kind of scrub them off before I get in and continue.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I'll be honest. I do not look forward to the Pandora's box that is washing out the beard in the morning. So I do not rush to that. It's not my first port of call. I watched all the fun things first, just to get me excited about the whole journey. And so,
okay, wait. I have a question for you. What do you consider the fun things? Are you excited to get in the shower every morning so you can wash your penis?
Honestly, no, it's my chode. Like, you get your chode going with the loofah, and you just really scratch it out, and you get off all those little, you get rid of all the dingleberries. It's so liberating. It's amazing.
You're not wrong. I want to shame, but you're not wrong. So it's a good. I get the foot up on the side and really get scrubbing in there, and yeah, it's eventually like I feel like the dog that has to have the cone on so it doesn't like lick its raw spot. I'm just like, man, This has got to look so nasty, but I don't care. This feels so good.
Yeah, you do a deep clean. If you have the detachable one and you can kind of squirt it up there like you're detailing a car, that's amazing. Get that all taken care of. And
yes, I worry about that. So in our new house, I think all the showers have that feature, and I love it, but I find it I'm so worried because the top of the shower is always open. So I'm always worried that I'm going to get like not too into it, but just like forget what I'm doing and just like spray out of like, oh shit. Like, the whole bathroom wet. Why'd I do that? I'm enjoying the detachable shower a bit too much.
Totally been all there, about mindfulness. Live in the moment, Jason. Know what you're doing and where you're doing it and who's still awake. So anyway, I don't enjoy washing my beard, so I don't rush straight to that. So I don't know why, but because I've used the bathroom before I showered before. This wasn't the first time this happened in my life, but it's the first time I thought about it. I'm just like, I don't ever, as part of my shower routine, wash my hands. Is that normal? Like, I wash everything else. I wash my arms up to this point, and then I just stop.
I mean, to each his own. I think back to Friends, when Joey and Chandler are still, sharing an apartment, and they talk about soap. And he's like, yeah, you use the same soap. And he's like, yeah, but soap is soap. It's self-cleaning. And he's like, okay, well, next time, think about the last thing I wash and the first thing you wash. And Chandler's like, oh. So just think about it in those terms. Like, okay, what have these hands been doing? Okay. What's the first thing they're going to do when you get in the shower? Are you okay with that? Because I am of the mind, and I know I'm completely wrong about this, so keep your damn science to yourself. But once I get in the shower and like anything starts getting wet, I'm clean. Like poo hands, gone. Anything else, it's being worked on. It's all a process, so it doesn't matter at that point. So unless I actually have dookie on my hands, which apparently I missed, I sidestepped a Mother's Day issue where my son was covered from rear end down in Duke. Really decided to let it fly at one of the urinals at church and forgot, I guess, lost track of what he was doing and decided to start doing number 2 and number 1 together, and wasn't good. So if I was like that, then it's like, okay, I'm getting in the shower to specifically clean off an area. That's different. But if it's just a general shower, yeah, as soon as I step in the water, I'm getting clean and all bets are off.
Back up. You can't just like gloss over your son doing a number 4 in his pants. Like, that's not okay.
What's a number 4?
When you pee and poop at the same time.
What's number 3?
Oh, come on. You know what number 3 is.
No.
Jism.
Thanks, Doc. Really wondering what the actual term for that was. You say these things like they're numbers that everybody knows. That's not true. You just came up with your own
system.
And you just assume it's not a system. 1 and 2 is a system. Anything beyond that is something you came up with and you expect everybody else to know. Number 4 is not poop and pee at the same time.
I think it just makes sense.
So yes, he did a number 4, and I was not there, so I can't speak to it directly. Just really glad that I was not there.
Okay, so I will agree with you with the concept of once I get in the shower, I'm clean. But I'm also one of those people who didn't realize he needed to wash his towels until way too late in life, because it was like, oh, I'm rubbing my clean body on this. Like, it can't be dirty. But that's not true. Like, you need to wash your towels.
So, okay, how late and, like, wash them, like, how often? Like, you're talking, like, oh, I would wash them for, like, 3 months at a time, or just literally never wash a towel?
Okay, not literally never, but more than 3 months. Probably, like, once every 6 months.
Wow. I don't know who instilled that in me, but that is one that I never missed.
And yet you think as soon as you get in the shower, you're perfectly clean.
Again, I don't think that. I convince myself of that. That's different. You should know your towels are dirty. There are oils.
I do.
Well,
and
now
I have
you do,
for 20
yeah.
years. But 15-year-old Steve did not understand this.
In my opinion, 15-year-old Steve shouldn't have to do his own damn laundry. That's 15-year-old Steve's mom's job.
No, 15-year-old Steve's mom made it very clear who was in charge of 15-year-old Steve's laundry. And 15-year-old Steve was okay with that.
I think 15-year-old Steve had to be okay with that, or 15-year-old Steve was not getting dinner.
Just my clothes wouldn't be washed. My clothes are all still dirty. Yeah, wash them. Do your job. And that's how I've instilled it in my kids. Both my kids wash their own clothes.
Cool.
That's how shinnies are raised.
That's wonderful. I will.
If that means we rub ourselves with crusty towels for a while because we, convince ourselves they're clean, that's fine. It's just a second loofah.
I can just see you taking the towel off, and it's like so crusty, it's like just starched. It's like I have to shake it out to really get it to where I can use it.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the first hint that something was amiss. Okay, so second shower etiquette question. How do you fart in the shower?
As freely as I please.
Gross.
Well, it's not like my wife is behind me and I need to think about, targeting.
Okay, I know you don't want science brought into this, but when you're in the shower, there's enough hot air above you, like the hot air from the shower has gone up. If you fart, it can't go any higher. It's going to get brought up right to nose level and you're just going to bake in it.
I mean, if I fart, there's nobody else at home and I fart and I'm the one that has to deal with the smell, okay. I smelt it and I dealt it. And I will dealt with it.
Or you could just go in the other room, fart,
not
and
when
then
you're
go
showering.
back to what you're doing.
What are you gonna do when you're showering?
Yeah, not when you're showering. So that's why you don't do what I used to do. Because I used to just hang my butt out and fart and then close it back in. That was my move for a long time until once again, probably about 15 years old, the universe decided to teach me a lesson. This is why I'm religious.
This is how I found God. Also, I'd like to point out his religious symbol right now is very much a butthole. He's doing the John Cena hustle, loyalty, respect. Except the hole is very much suggestive. Okay, continue.
So I would usually, because our shower had one of those sliding doors. I would slide it, stick my butt out, toot, slide it back shut. Okay? That was always my go-to move because I didn't want to smell that.
So you slammed your ass in the door once and never again.
No.
Okay.
What? Have you seen this thing? You can't slam this in a door. This will prevent any door from shutting. I've got thighs like a truck, and
I assumed years ago you probably didn't, but okay.
Baby, I was born this way.
Steve has always been THICC.
You know it. For whatever reason, this one time I didn't, and I shotgun pooed all over the side of the wall. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, wow, if I had done my normal move, I would have just blasted my parents' bathroom floor. And so I'm just like, I'm never farting out of the shower again because I can't trust it. God. This has never happened since. This was 30 No, I'm not that old. This was 25 years ago, and I still refuse to fart outside the shower.
Many questions. Okay. First of all, it's not a question. It's more of a hypothetical. Love the situation if you'd done that. Just like, Mom, I did my move.
Why didn't tell my parents about my move?
What are you talking about? Come to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. And your naked, wet ass just hanging out the sliding door with a poop, just a string of poop down the floor. And you're just like weeping. Still that half in the shower. I'm so sorry.
I did a number 4.
I made a new number, Mom. I made a new number. Okay, 2. When in the shower, are you worried that like things, the steam and everything loosens up too much, everything up too much, and you just a shart is much more possible than regular life? Because when you fart in real life, I can guarantee it, and I'm sure you don't. Well, unless you've had diarrhea that day, you don't fear the fart.
So it's like if I... Okay, maybe this is another question for you, Jason. Do you fart at the urinal?
Yes, almost every single time.
Oh, I don't, because if number 1's involved, number 2 could join at any moment.
So again, back to my son's problem. Yeah, that's not something I've ever had happen. In fact, mine, I'm finding more often now, and yes, this is literally a recent development like the last 3 months.
Find out something else your underwear can do?
No. So I would because I'm working, well, I'm not working from home. I'm not working right now. So I'm home all the time, and there was some days where I would go to the bathroom and like poop like 6 times, and I'm just like, this is too much. And I finally realized one day I didn't have time to do that. I was actually doing something, so I was like, okay, I don't have time to poop, so I'm just going to go in there and pee when I need to. And you know how everything connects and pushes against each other. Sometimes you feel like you have to poop, but it's actually pee. And once I peed, it freed up the space that I needed, and I didn't have to poop anymore. It was just a big fart. And that was a very liberating thing for me at 43 years old. I was realizing I could just go in there, stand, pee out what I needed to pee, and again rip a good one at the end and be like, I feel good now. I don't need to turn around, because I thought I'd have to turn around, sit down, and get the other done, and be like, no, I think that's passed. So never once at the urinal have I felt that need. So I always rip one and just move on.
My body's like, oh, breeze up here, time to get it out the rear.
Look at you coming up with show titles while we're podcasting.
That shart changed my life more than any one class I took in college.
So I'm assuming, since you had the sliding glass and everything, you did it up against the glass probably. So you just got the detachable shower head and sprayed it, and no mess, no muss, no fuss.
So I was so out of character. I actually went into the corner. I don't know if I was like just trying a new system or something. I just put my butt in the corner away from the door and went there. And so, yeah, but yeah, it was simple. I just threw a bunch of water. We didn't have the detachable, so I had to like catch a bunch of water in my hands and throw it on it until it knocked down enough that I could just stomp it down the drain.
So you were trying to get a spider off the shower wall. Splash! Ah, damn it, it's still up there. Come on. But with poop.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that is bad. That is officially the bad part. I thought you still were working with the detachable. That would be much easier to clean up. Having to do it handful by handful is... I'd start looking around like, what else do I have in here that I can hold water in?
It's not going to pour a bunch of shampoo on it.
Yeah. These days I would look outside the shower for something. I'd find something and then forget what I was doing, finish my shower, and just leave a glob of crap in the corner of the shower. My wife would find it and be like, does anybody know why there's poop in the shower? And I'd be like, oh, I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. I'll clean that up now.
You're just like, that's why I'm holding this cup of water. Now I remember.
I just thought I was really thirsty for like 5 hours. Thank you, honey. It's going to be in the Mother's Day card next year. Writing it down now. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Steve and Jason Are Having a Real Fun Time. We hope you had a real fun time too. Please like us on whatever platform you found us on and, well, just like us in general.